Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and for today's video I wanted to do something a little bit different. There's been a lot of drama recently with the recent release of Star Citizen Alpha 3.18, what with everything not working very well, and this current state of the game being extremely rough. Some players have not even been able to get into the verse and test out the new features that have been released. And all of this has left a lot of the community a little bit tired and frustrated, and understandably so. For the past few months, almost a year even, we've been playing on a 3.17 branch, which has had a relatively stable experience. The game has performed reasonably well, and we've been able to keep our progression and generally wind up with a fun and stable experience. We were able to grind up money for some new ships, and otherwise have an enjoyable time with friends and random strangers that we run into in the verse. That all changed with the recent release of Alpha 3.18, and all of us are a little bit frustrated with that. CIG has recently announced that they're going to be wiping with both 3.18.1 and 3.18.2, which means the loss of all of our reputation, the Alpha UEC that we've been able to earn in-game, and any items that we've purchased. This has left a lot of players wondering what the point is in playing, whether in 3.18.1 or 3.18.2. If nothing sticks around, why bother playing? For me personally, the reason that I got into Star Citizen many years ago, I originally backed with the release of 3.0. For me, Star Citizen is about the dream. When I first started reading the design documents about mining, when I was reading up on exploration, data running, the dream of being able to fly down to the surface of a planet, land, explore, interact with other players in a game, all of that seemed a little bit of a fantasy. But as the years rolled on, and CIG continued to make progress, that fantasy has started to become closer and closer to a reality. Now, I know we're all a bit frustrated with the release of 3.18, but I'm hoping that we won't lose sight of the dream. Obviously, there are plenty of bugs to go around. There will continue to be issues. Star Citizen is, after all, still in an alpha state. The game is still being developed, even after 10 years of development. However, that dream is still very much alive, and still getting closer every day. I keep playing Star Citizen for the experiences that I have. I enjoy playing, whether it's by myself, or running around with the guys from my org. I enjoy going out in the verse and mining myself a load of Quantanium, getting into my light fighters and running around and cleaning up the scum in the verse, even getting into some good old-fashioned PvP with other players. Yes, I do play to make money. I do play to try out some new ships and to get into some different things. But the appeal of Star Citizen for me has never been to get in and grind as much money as I can. And I think sometimes we lose sight of all of this. We're so caught up in, grind more money so that we can get this next ship and get this next ship and do this new thing. And we forget the journey, and we forget to stop and smell the roses along the way. I ran into these guys just in recording for this video, and it struck me once again how unique Star Citizen is. I'd never met these two, didn't know them from anyone else in the verse, and yet through in-game chat we were able to exchange a few words, comment on their armor, and otherwise share a small moment of our Star Citizen journey together. I'll probably never see them again, but it's the little moments in Star Citizen that really make it the game that it is. It's going out in the verse, getting into trouble, having things go wrong, having to reach out in global chat for help, having some of the silly bugs that happen in Star Citizen, like this one, where I got into a wrecked Cutlass Black and managed to get an injury crawling around in the cockpit. Ended up passing out here, just a few hundred meters from Grimhex. It's stuff like that even though Star Citizen is buggy, even though there are problems, even though we can't always play and do the things that we'd like to do because of a lot of those problems, I'll keep coming back. I'll keep testing. I'll keep reporting those bugs that I find them on the issue council. Because even though it's currently a mess, the dream is still there. Star Citizen is still being developed. And as long as we keep testing and funding the development of the game, they're going to keep building it. So, don't give up hope. I know it's been a rough road over the past month and a bit, and we've been waiting for the game to release fully for a long time. Many of us for the 10 years since the original Kickstarter. But the day when Star Citizen is a fully functional game is coming, and I hope that with me you guys will hold on and continue looking forward to that dream. For now, take care, and I will see you all in the verse.